So when you are carrying the knife, make sure you have the knife, like, kind of grab it like this. So when you put it behind you, it'll be here. And you won't fall on the blade because you don't want that going on. Sometimes, like, I'll carry mine like this so that I'm not going to cut anything. I'm not going to cut myself if I hit it against my hand. Anything like that. And it's really hard to, like, stab someone because most knives are not longer than your forearm anyway, so you're not going to, like, stab somebody like if you do that. So it's a little bit more protected for you and for everyone else. Mainly if you fall, you're not going to fall and slash your arm open. And then you kind of just flip it around. And then when you're holding a knife to cut, you want to make sure you have a good grip on it. I don't want to see this because that puts too much pressure on your tendons. So if you do it for a long period of time, you won't have hand and wrist and arm problems. And also you could slip, and with shorter knives, you could, like, cut yourself. You have your knife. And then with your hand, you want to make sure that your fingers are curved. And down. Some people will do it like this, some people like this. It's kind of whichever one's more comfortable in whatever you're cutting. Because, like, you're cutting an onion, like, sometimes my hand, I can't reach an onion and do that, where my hands are smaller. So you want to make sure your fingers are curved down. You kind of see me? And then you can kind of go and cut like this. And you can even use your thumb to kind of, like, push whatever you're cutting up so you can actually, like, cut. And as long as your fingers are behind, like, curled under, you can cut all day long and not cut anything. Just use the back of your knife to cut, or just scrape off the cutting board so you don't dull anything. And whenever you're going to mince something, so after you've cut it up into smaller pieces, you want to mince, make sure you're still holding the knife like this, palm on the blade, fingers up, and kind of cut like this. No, I don't want to see this, or, like, I've seen some people do that, but you're more likely to, like, if it's really wet, to slip and cut the middle of your fingers. So make sure palms are up, fingers are up, cut like that. Don't leave knives in the sink. Lay them to the side to be washed because you don't want someone to come back behind you and reach in there and grab the blade of the knife. And I like to, whenever I'm done cutting, instead of, like, laying my knife on my board, I'll put the blade underneath my cutting board a little bit, just so if someone's, like, coming by, it doesn't, like, slip, fall, anything like that. But I don't want to see anybody cutting like this because you will cut a finger, and I really don't want you all to cut it yourselves.